Hey y'all, I'm back. How y'all making out there in this wild wild west? Welcome back to Come See About Yourself. We did this last year, remember that? We did this last year and somehow we are here again and the world feels even more wild. Last year we were meeting up once a month. Remember that on the full moon? This year I'm switching it up a little bit. We're gonna meet on the new moon. Um, and I kind of want to start off by talking about what even is this? In the words of my homegirl Tracy's niece Riley, what even is this? Seriously, what even is this? And what it is, it started because last year there was so much going on in the community and there was a whole lot of talk about mental health and everybody was saying take care of your mental health matters, go get help, go to therapy. And I just remember sitting and thinking, what does that even mean? What does that even look like to my community, my community here in Thibodaux, in the Bayou regions? Um, and I realized that before telling people just to go to therapy, what if we had a way to kind of gently to start talking about that and showing people what that even looks like? What do we even do in therapy and healing spaces and circles and emotional recovery sessions? So that's how Come See About Yourself even started. It wasn't about telling people what to do, not trying to convince people of anything. I gotta watch the mosquitoes because even in the daytime, they still come out down here in the south. Um, just a space, just a gentle. I just wanted to create a space where people could really start to reflect on mental health in a more culturally affirmative way, like real talk in a way that really understands where we come from. Because let's be honest, around here people do know everybody's business. And a lot of us ain't going to talk to no stranger and tell them about everything that's going on. So that's real. So that's why I started wondering, what if we created this space where we could just talk? People could be in their own private spaces. They could be on their phones. They could be on their computers in their houses. And they could still really start to reflect um, on and think about their mental health with someone else holding the container, holding the space. And so that's where this came from. Because to me, healing doesn't look like what everybody think, or going to therapy I think doesn't look like what people think it looks like. Sometimes, like the previous video with me and my friend Tracy, we both mental health practitioners, we both go to therapy, we both support each other. And sometimes it just look like sitting on the porch talking shit, sitting outside here in the middle of the heat, talking, reflecting, telling stories, just having someone to hold that space for you where you don't have to perform, you don't feel like you're gonna be judged, nobody gonna go back and share your business, and nobody trying to fix you, nobody trying to diagnose you, nobody trying to change you. Just creating spaces where we can be held. And so that's what we're gonna do again, y'all. This year we're gonna go a little deeper. Remember last time, like I said, we were talking about all this mental health stuff and how that shows up in the decisions we make and how we act. Well, this year we're gonna go talk about, well, where we even learn to act like that. Where does this even come from? Where do these patterns come from? Where do these stories come from? Um, how did this all get mixed up? Like on my first post, I shared about just like ingredients in a gumbo. How we got all these ingredients in this gumbo of our culture in this society, especially down here in the South, Thibodaux. So that's what this year's series is about. How we act. And I know that's something that we always say, look how they act. Well, this year we're going to talk about how we act. This is how we act. And this is what this series is called this time. This is how we act. So sometimes it might be a video. Sometimes it might be like post words. Sometimes it might be a story. Sometimes it might just be me shooting the shit on the porch talking to somebody. but we just gonna go with the flow. I just know we're gonna talk about it once a month. We're gonna get together, we're gonna reflect. I'm gonna say some things. I'm gonna maybe come up with some practices, some things for y'all to reflect on, some questions or something. But I know we're gonna do it together. And so it's like we're gonna come together as a class, y'all. This is gonna be our class. We starting in the summer, so this is our little summer school, right? A little remediation. A little summer school, ain't nothing wrong with that. Once a month. So this is the first day of class. This is our syllabus, y'all. So welcome back to Come See About Yourself series called This Is How We Act. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Alright. Peace, y'all.